and welcome to the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel. I'm Jared, and today we're doing an unboxing of Stonemaier Games' My Little Scythe. This is essentially a dumbed-down kids version, if you will, or a simpler way to play their game Scythe. So it follows, I know, a lot of the same kind of general format and play of the game, but on a smaller scale and with a little bit more of a cute theme to it. I have played this once or twice, but I did want to get my own copy and go ahead and do an unboxing here on the channel for you, see what's inside. And then stay tuned on the channel for a review of My Little Scythe. So make sure you hit subscribe and all that. So let's read what's on the back and then we'll get right into it. The Kingdom of Palm is the crown jewel of the 7 animal kingdoms and coveted as the source of crispy red apples and magic gems. There you will meet animals of all shapes and breeds living in harmony. Each year, the 7 kingdoms send 2 of their most promising young seeker siblings to participate in the Harvest Tournament. The first kingdom to earn 4 trophies will be crowned the new ruler of Palm. Let's see, you can see you got your miniatures here. Looks like those are actual size. You get 2 of each of those. It says, My Little Scythe is a competitive, family-friendly game in which each player controls 2 animal miniatures, embarking upon an adventure in the Kingdom of Palm. In an effort to be the first to earn 4 trophies from 8 possible categories, players take turns choosing to move, seek, or make. These actions will allow players to increase their friendship and pies, power up their actions, complete quests, learn magic spells, deliver gems and apples to Castle Everfree, and perhaps even engage in a pie fight. Some of My Little Scythe's mechanisms are inspired by the best-selling game Scythe by Jamie Stegmaier. So this is designed by Hoby Chou with daughter Vienna Chou. So it's not designed by Jamie Stegmaier, but it's very much based upon Stegmaier's original design of Scythe. So let's take a look and see what the components appear like. You can see it's 1 to 6 players, 45 minutes to play, ages 8 and up. All right. Nice quality box here. Boom. So first we have a little instruction manual that just jumped away from me. All right, it kind of shows you how to put everything in once I'm sure we get everything unpunched and whatnot. So we have the rule book. We've got the setup for different player counts, how to play, and a quick little overview. So very simple. We have the Automa. It's the solo game, I believe. So a little instruction manual there. Aha, a cool little achievement sheet. So you can write your name the first time that you achieve any of these. It says each player may write down their name up to 2 times per game for different achievements. So there you go. First winner with this trophy and all these different trophies. So lots to look at. Painting guide, that's unique. I've never seen that before. It's like a recommendation on how they're supposed to look if you are into painting. So there's a little overview of all 7 factions and what they are supposed to look like. And I guess a small little overview as well as to each different, kingdom. All right, we've got player boards, or in this case, I should say player mats. These look to be very different. Okay, so you do have a little bit of difference here, just like in Scythe. For instance, this seek action has some different resource gems there. This looks to be the same under make. So, a little bit of differences, some minute differences, I should say. Very, very similar, very similar. All right, but you have your 3 main actions that you choose between, and you change it every time, just like is required in the base game or regular game of Scythe. So we have a very thick, very large board here. I'm actually curious to see the back of this real quick, because this art is very nice looking. All right, so we've got a huge board with the images of some of the main characters there, and very well done. All right, let's look at the board on the gameplay side. So here's where you can put some cards. Here's where you can track your trophies. This is, I think, your heart objective or popularity. This is your pies that you've collected, which I think in this game is strength, just like in regular Scythe. Magic cards or combat cards, I would guess. And then you've got, gates or portals to be able to go between locations fast. Looks like every section has kind of its own little area to start. And aha, we have the outlined 2 tiles to where your camp will begin, depending on your faction. So there you go, pretty straightforward. I assume also the color coding might have something to do with the resource gathering, but I can't remember. All right, let's look at some more inside the box. We've got some cardboard to punch out. Oh, something just jumped across. All right, so we've got pie and friendship tokens. We have power-up tiles, so you can power up your abilities. So you can make better movements, improve your making ability, and let's see. There's some more options here. You got quest tokens, so similar to the encounter tokens in Scythe. All right. And then we've got our base camp tiles. So this, camp tile will go on one of those starter areas there. And you got your trophies that are kind of color coordinated to your faction. And then you can claim over there with your trophy tokens. We have pie dials. So we're going to have to end up punching this out, putting your pie up here, and then this will be like combat strength selector, right? So you can tuck in your combat card, and then, kind of select what your strength will be in terms of pies because it's a pie fight. We have a setup tile. So it looks like just some recommendations, I think, of where certain starting resources might go. And then inside below, we've got some trays. So right on top, we have spots for the miniatures. So they're already out. You can kind of see these. You got black and white bases here on these guys. I'll try to hold that up to the camera. They're about, I don't know, 2 inches tall or so. Definitely primed and ready to be painted. Here's the other ones. Very cute, very cute. And we got purple faction. This one looks like it's the monkey faction. I'll kind of rotate this around. All right. We have the boar. He's got his scythe in hand. Okay. Which one's this? So you got the orange. This is like birds. The wizard bird wearing a wizard robe and a, magic wand, as it were. The blue faction. This is like the water buffalo, I think. Very large pieces, easy to handle, easy to pick up and see, and pretty clear with colors, who's who. Oops. Then we got the Russian, was it beaver or raccoon or something? All right. So that's those. We're going to have spots in here for all the punch outs, tokens that we got to sort. Then in here, we've got some more stuff. So let's take a look at the pawns. So these are going to be your action selectors. So they're kind of like a very shiny, glossy plastic, pretty good, about an inch tall or so. One in each color, naturally. We have some blue gems. So that's one of the main resources here in the game. Very shiny, very, very nice looking, nicely cut, diamond-shaped blue gems. Easy to handle, large pieces, which is great for young folks who are playing. Not too many small pieces to worry about. We have some dice. So you can see you've got some blue dice, some red dice. These are all, indented, if you will. They're engraved, I should say, and painted. You've got different – sides here of color. That's probably like a randomizer. apples and diamonds and gems and whatnot. Perfect. Then we've got, I believe, is the apples. So these are kind of flat but fairly weighty plastic apple pieces. So very functional, works very well. They're not going to roll around or anything. So, you know, they sit rather nicely and easy to see on the board where they go. What's in here? Oh, I think these are the plastic pieces to build our battle dials. But last and not least are some of the cards that are included in the game. So let's take a look and see what those are. Can't get it off my finger. That's frustrating. Okay. There we go. So first we've got the battle deck with, like, you know, the magic wand on one side, but varying power cards, 2, 3, 4, and even 5 additional pie to be thrown during battle. Okay, so that'll be shuffled, placed right there in the corner of the board. We have the encounter deck, or quest deck, I believe. So, you know, you see it's like, the covert critters help the forest, pay 2 apples to gain 2 friendship and a pie, or dirty tricks, remove any apple, gem, or quest from the board but don't lose friendship, or no thanks, gain 1 apple or gem for visiting. Return this quest face down to the bottom of the quest deck. So it works very similar to how the encounter cards are. You have a number of choices here on how you want to proceed, and sometimes you can, you know, pay things to get something. Sometimes you just have an effect that might lose you something or perhaps hurt an opponent. But I always like the encounter cards inside because they're very open to interpretation. You know, you have to look at closely what the artwork is depicting, and then the text kind of give you options on how to respond to what you think is kind of going on. But I think it speaks to, you know, the quality of the artist and their work to be able to convey, you know, semi-complex interactions in a single still, if you will. All right, so we've got the Automa solo cards. So this is a way that you can absolutely play solo. I can't teach it to you without reading through it all, obviously, but that's what the AI Automa cards look like. I will say these cards are all very nice quality. They kind of have a little bit of a texture on them. They're very thick, very durable. I feel like they're stain resistant. It's kind of how it feels. All right, so then we got these cards here for the what's got the shield on it. The Foodie Trophy pies. Earn the trophy on your turn by reaching 7 pies instead of 8. Trophy is gem delivery. Earn the trophy on your turn by delivering 3 gems instead of 4. So I think everyone gets like one way to potentially achieve 1 trophy a little easier. This might be an optional mechanism. I'm not 100% sure if you have to use those cards. But yeah, everything has a nice spot here in the insert on where it goes. So you can see like a little outline there where the apples fit. But yeah, things to sort and punch. But this has been an unboxing and taking a look at everything included in the base game of My Little Scythe. Like I said, we will be playing this and reviewing it on the channel relatively soon. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Make sure to watch some of our other content on the channel, not just unboxings. We've got reviews, news, we've got a podcast, tutorials, and all that good stuff. And if you want to learn more about board games and modern terminology, I did write a book. It's on Amazon. I'll include the link in the description. It's called Push Your Luck, the Board Game Dictionary, with over 800 terms and definitions for you, alphabetized. Easy to learn. Recommend it. Go there, buy a book. It helps support the channel, helps support me. But thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned. I've been Jared. See you next time.